I thought I was buying the India version of the Redmi Watch 5 Active, but what was delivered is this global version. Why I was interested in the India version? 5 things that are not in the global version. Una sa lahat, mag-subscribe muna kayo sa aking channel para suportahan ito. You may also join this channel as a member to avail of exclusive perks like priority in comments reply and early access or exclusive access to some videos for members only. You can also help fund some projects here by sharing super thanks.
Wow.
Xiaomi is known for producing same products, but the other may not work or may work less in other regions in the globe. The Chinese version of their smart products, for example, works only in the mainland China server. However, its European version most of the time works in other regions in the globe. But there's one thing I've just learned lately. There's such a product as an India version. And that is the Redmi Watch 5 Active for the India market. I have compiled the specs of the India version and the global version as published on the official websites of Xiaomi India and Xiaomi Global. Here are 5 specs that are different. I mark it in bold letters. I first noticed that the weight of the India version is about 12 grams heavier than the global version. 12 grams is the weight of a AAA battery. Xiaomi India says their version is made of zinc alloy, not the plastic material on the global version that is just painted with metallic color, and that makes the weight difference. The metal material. In fact, their smartwatch coat is designed for exceptional impact resistance, providing durability for any adventure. To emphasize that feature, the watch is on top of racks in this photo. Both versions has built-in module, but the India version is working, while the global isn't supported here in the Philippines. While the global version has dual microphones for noise cancellation, the India version has 3 mics for environment noise cancellation. The Redmi Watch 5 Active has the necessary health monitoring functions, but the India version has one more added to it: female health tracking, used in monitoring the menstrual cycle of women. And the 5th difference, of course, the watch supports the Hindi language. On the other hand, this global version that landed in the Philippines support the Indonesian language. Why I am emphasizing that? It's because according to the text here on the box, this is imported by Xiaomi Indonesia from Beijing. I bought my Watch Active 5 from an authorized Xiaomi online store. If this had been Xiaomi Global, what will happen is they will put this box inside another box. I usually bought Xiaomi products from the official global store of Xiaomi on Lazada, but I was tempted by the specs and images of the product posted on Xiaomi Store PH. By scrutinizing the specs and the photos, I was convinced that what they're selling is the India version. Among the images is this that shows the version of the watch the store is selling has the metallic frame. The specs here also corresponds to the India version. But I was deceived, nabudol in Filipino language. I messaged the store, but as usual, Xiaomi Store PH has bad customer service. They only read or seen my message. So I proceeded reviewing the item on Lazada and said that the specs and photos on the item are deceiving. It's actually a ground for returning this item and demand for refund. This is the same store where I returned the Xiaomi CW300 camera a few months ago. So I ended up reviewing this global version of the Redmi Watch 5 Active. Pagtiyagaan na lang natin to. So far, the Watch 5 Active has the largest screen among Xiaomi smartwatches. That includes the Redmi brand. It's an LCD screen with a 70% screen-to-body ratio and has 250 pixels per inch. The brightness can be adjusted up to 500 nits, I think similar to the India version. While the frame and back are all made of plastic, its strap is made of TPU, not silicone. TPU is a polyurethane plastic that is not only flexible but also has better abrasion and impact resistance. The strap can can be easily removed from here. At first, I had a hard time putting on the strap to my wrist, but later on, I found a way to easily snap it on my wrist. The Watch 5 has only one push button that is for power and home switch. You can use the button to wake up the display and show the home page. Press it again to access all the functions of this watch. At the back are some key functions. These two are the contact terminals for the magnetic charger. The magnet is here on the charging cable, not on the watch. Let's see. See? You cannot reverse the charging, of course, because there's a polarity on the terminal. If you put like this, it won't attach. Okay, you see that? It won't. So it should be like this. Okay, this is the right position. Input rating is 5 volts and 1 ampere. At the center are the sensors, 2 greens and 1 red for heart rate and blood oxygen. Fitness trackers use red or green light because these colors are absorbed by blood and tissues differently, allowing it to measure blood changes in the heart according to what I read. The speaker is on its side. There's no technical specs available for the speaker. The 2 microphones are positioned here opposite from each other for noise cancelling purposes. The mics can directly pick up audio up to 80 centimeter distance, so it's like this according to Xiaomi. More on the calling feature later. The Redmi Watch is using the Mi Fitness app, and pairing with the app is easy. Here you can pair this one on the app, device. It's searching for device. Okay, that's it. Redmi Watch 5 active. Let's choose that. Then continue. It's connecting. Okay, finally. Pair. So done. Continue. You should customize to save battery. I'm telling you, because if you just mirror all the notifications that you can receive from on your phone, then every time your phone receive a notification, it will also forward it to your watch, and that will cost much power to your watch. Okay, that's it. Done. My Mi Watch has been disconnected already. Let's try to connect if I could. Okay. So, you see, you cannot attach the 2 devices at a time. You have to switch either of the 2 devices. Okay. I need a functional display like that, or I need that. That's too classic, but there's no other, there's no information. Apply. It's too small and there's no data. I could read Monday, Tuesday. I'm not going to, I have to change this one. I need more information on health and fitness rather than aesthetics. Or this one, my old style. But here you can see directly all the data you want to know for wearable. That's why this is the face watch that I use in my Mi Watch. So I'll try to use this one. On the homepage are the most basic monitors. First of all, I chose this face watch because it has all the necessary items. The time is in bold figures. Under the time is the battery level, and above the time is the day, the weather, and the date. Then on the sides are the health monitors, number of steps, calories burned, number of times standing, and the heart rate. Now let's check the list of all functions of the watch. Press the button once if you're already on the home page. That's the list. You have your workout history, stats, heart rate, etc. There's also shortcuts to some of these functions. When you swipe the screen from home page left to right or right to left, there's the weather, and an outdoor activity. In this case, it's walking. You can tap each of these widgets for details. That's the weather details here, complete. Then, and uh, walking, for instance, if you want to walk, then you can press that to start walking. Swipe again, our health monitors. We have here the heart rate, the blood oxygen, the breathing, and the stress level. All the numbers here are the latest measurement. And you can open the monitors from here. Let's say the heart rate, okay, the blood oxygen. So it's an easy access. Next, you have here the alarm, you have your timer, and you have here the music player, which controls the music playing on your phone. Swipe it again, and you have here, but unfortunately, it says here Amazon isn't available in your accounts region. I think Xiaomi should update this because actually we have here already in the Philippines. Actually, you can customize the widgets on the shortcuts here on the Mi Fitness app. Go to device, then you go to system, then widgets, and you can see here the 4 pages of shortcuts which are exactly the same on the watch. You can rearrange the shortcuts pages according to your preference, which should come first. You can move this by dragging the page, and you can tap the widgets to sort and organize. Let's say you want to change the sleep monitor with the stopwatch. You check the plus sign, then and that's already applied. Swiping up is the quick setting menu. You have here several tools and other functions. This one is for DND or the do not disturb. So you can set here all day, 1 hour, 4 hours, or you can customize your setting for do not disturb. Then you have here silent mode is on, so the watch is now on silent mode. Then you have here raise to wake is on, meaning if you raise your hand or wrist, the display will automatically turn on, and that consumes battery. Okay, so I'll turn that off. Then you have your settings, which has so many things to configure and set up. I'll go back to that later. Then next to settings is the flashlight, which converts the display into a lamp, but I don't think this is enough light to illuminate an area. I'd rather use my flashlight on my cell phone. Next is your phone will ring to find your phone. So that's why it says here, find phone. So if you press search, your phone will ring. Okay, then you have to stop. Then next is you have here a new feature. The first time I saw this kind of feature, it's clearing water. It's a sort of a tool to clear up the watch with water. So just in case your watch was submerged for a while, then you have to shake to clear the water. The clock or the watch seems like shaking for a while so that the water will drop from the watch. Next button here is this is the ultra battery saver. Only the clock and step count will be available when the ultra battery saver is on. I don't think you need this. You only need this maybe when you're inside a cave or you're trapped in a cave. So you need this one. Then the last here is wake for 5 minutes, meaning if you turn this on, the display will stay on for about 5 minutes. So this does turn that off. So going back to settings, the first item here is watch spaces. So here you can choose the watch spaces. You can select here. Let's say for this example, You can also touch and press the button to change the settings from directly from the home page, and you choose another one. um, if you notice, you turn on this press and hold screen. So when you press and hold the screen for 1 second, you can edit or change the watch face. That's why we had done that already. Then notifications, you turn on the wake screen, meaning when receiving notification, the screen will automatically wake up, and that's needed so that you can read the messages. And you have also here choices: notify only when phone is locked, or notify only when worn. Okay, so I choose the latter. Next is sound and vibration. I'm not turning on the silent mode, because when you turn on the silent, alarms and timers will still ring or vibrate, but incoming calls, notifications, and other reminders will only vibrate. I'm minimizing actually vibration because it consumes much battery. Then here you can set the level of the ring and the alarm. This is the volume control of the ring and alarm. You can slide the slider here left to right. Then there's the vibration switch. If you turn that on, then you can choose the way the watch vibrates. It's either normal or strong. Again, I'm not going to turn on that vibration. Then display here, you can change the brightness. There's a vertical slider here which you can change. Then auto lock means after a certain period of time, the display automatically turns off. You can set from 5 seconds up to 5 minutes. For this purpose that we're having a demonstration, then I set the auto lock to 5 minutes. Later on, I'll change that to 5 seconds. Then you have raise to wake. Again, I had explained it earlier. That's off. You can actually turn that for the whole day, or you can schedule the raise to wake, let's say 8 in the morning up to 10 o'clock in the evening only, depending on you. In my case, I turn the raise to wake because again it consumes a lot of battery. Cover to sleep means when you cover the display turns off, or the watch goes to sleep mode. Then if you tap display the display will turn on because you set the tap to wake here into on status. That's it. Then again, they have here DND, or do not disturb. You can also set sleep mode here. Then you can also choose sync with phone. If you turn on sleep mode, then the device will automatically go to sleep mode when it detects that you are already sleeping. That automatic. Sync with phone, it will sync the settings of your phone with regard to the ND status. Setting the watch to night mode will lower screen brightness. You can set schedule when night mode starts, or set it to start at sunset. Auto detect, when you turn that on, it means that your watch will send a reminder when it detects you started a workout. Okay, so if it detects you are walking or you're on a running event, then the watch automatically prompts you to press start. Then there's also end workout reminders. Layout, it's either grid or list. Currently I'm on list. If you check here, that's list. And list is easy to read because, or to determine, because it has already the name of the icon. Let's say this icon for workout, history, stats, and heart rate. If you don't have the names, then it's hard for us to memorize all the icons here, if what that's the icon mean. So that's better. Now if you uh, set to if you set to grid, This is this is what the grid looks like. There's no name, so it's hard for us to determine what the icon means. So I'd rather have the list mode. So back to list. Then you have pin here. You can set your pin if you want to lock your watch, and you have to set. No, you have to enter the pin. Then the battery. The battery says here it's 94% because I just recharged the watch. And there's ultra battery saver. We had discussed that earlier. System is you have here reboot, power off, connect new phone, and you can reset your watch. About watch is all about the watch, the model, the serial number, and the connection. Swiping from top to bottom, it will show you the notifications. So tapping its notification lets you discard the message or scroll to the top to clear all or empty the notification list. This smartwatch follows its predecessor in using Xiaomi's own Hyper OS. So far, the operation is smooth, no lags in swiping between pages and functions. There was a time the race to wake wasn't responding. However, a simple restart of the watch resolved it. But I need to turn off the race to wake, as I've said earlier, to save battery power because just a little raise of my wrist, the screen wakes up. Although the display is not AMOLED, but it's clear and viewing it in an angle or slanted from the bottom or from the top still gives a readable display. Glaring on the display is manageable and not really an issue. The watch has no satellite positioning system built into it, but it uses the GPS function of our phone via the Mi Fitness app during outdoor activity. The calling feature of the Redmi Watch 5 is not only for receiving calls, you can actually initiate calls from the watch. Go to the apps. I sorted the apps here via the Mi Fitness app to ensure that the phone is on top on the list and followed by favorite contacts. You can add favorite contacts on the Mi Fitness app up to 10 numbers only. When you tap phone, it will show the latest 30 incoming and outgoing calls of your phone. The green here is the on-screen number keypad. You can input the numbers you want to dial. Tap X to delete. If the one you're calling is on your favorite contact, you can dial from here. Kuya, gimay na kim volume. Ikaw kuya, sure ko no? Oh, sus ko suga. Ako'y full volume ha. Na, ang relo mismo, ang yung speaker. Na klaro, klaro na siya oh. Gani na di ko kadungog mo karon klaro na kayo. I'd been heavily using this watch for this review. The battery after full charge is now on its 8th day and the remaining power is at 10%. And it says here the remaining battery could only last for about 17 hours. If we will turn on the ultra battery saver, the battery will extend to another day. That's 2 days and 4 hours. I think it's true the battery would last more or less 12 days while on heavy use. Mine is only about 8 days because I've been using this for review purposes, so I keep on using the watch, not really the normal heavy use. It's highly suggested that we should recharge now the watch. For waterproofing, the global version is better. The India version is IPX8, meaning it can be submerged underwater up to 1.5 meters only for about 30 minutes and under specific conditions, while the global version can reach up to 50 meters underwater, being 580M rated. Both versions have only two colors, midnight black and this matte silver that I bought. Xiaomi released this smartwatch in September along with another model, the Redmi Watch 5 Lite. Don't think it's a downgraded version. In fact, the Redmi Lite is heavier in specs than the Watch 5 Active. Although it has a little bit smaller screen, but it's AMOLED. So it has a better display at 332 pixels per inch. It has 5 satellite positioning systems, good for outdoor events tracking. Those three features are not in the Watch 5 Active variant. This is the third smartwatch from Xiaomi that I have featured on this channel. Check my two previous videos, the Mi Watch and the Redmi Watch 3 Active. And the introductory price for this watch is only at 1,800 pesos. A few days later, it was down to 1,500 pesos only. I even bought mine at only 1,400 after some discounts. If you have experiences of this global version or the India version or the Lite model, share your experiences in the comment section below. Daghang salamat, bye.